Alright, welcome back to another edition of Hearthstone Power. Today we are looking at how to win a monster hunt with Cannoneer, Darius Crowley. This one, you're going to want to focus on the hero power, fire, shooting off your cannons. Spire effects and creating more cannons from reinforcements. And tactical reinforcements, which is reducing the costs of cards in our hands by 2 every time we fire our cannons. Not necessarily hero power, because there's other cards that might fire your cannons without hero powering. So Inspire and firing the cannons are going to be separate, but we're going to try and focus on firing our cannons as much as possible. Fire. Fire, fire, fire. So we got the Mangy Wolf here, and there's not really much to say. He doesn't play well. So Armani Berserker plus Cruel Taskmaster is going to be enough to just do him in most of the time. So extra powder isn't going to come into play too much. I mean, the card is interesting where it adds 2 to your fire, ring your cannons per turn. Once we get Maiden of the Lake in the deck, here we're going to pick Tactical Enforcements. So every time we hero power, we can reduce some high cost minions. We look around here and we realize Ragnaros is the best card on the board. It almost could have gone Dragons. They have enough beef, but Legendary was where it was. I don't think I ever really used Woe Cleaver, but I certainly used Marin and Ragnaros. So, we got Dr. Sazavo, sorry. So you're going to have an early minion to play when you're looking at your cards, and then you want to keep a high-cost minion like Ragnaros, something powerful to start reducing with tactical reinforcements. And again, just focusing on hero powering. There's a little bit of a chess piece dynamic, if you remember that, I believe it was Tavern Brawl, where if you get your cannon set up in between some minions, then you'll be able to fire them in 2 directions and effectively deal 1 damage to each of those minions. Here we're just going to stick to the classic, keeping our minions alive and using weapons durability to remove his minions. We're going to want to try and fire off as much as possible. So yeah, the Cruel Taskmaster Armani Berserker is going to work well together. I mean, you get a 7/2 for very cheap. We're reducing it down to 0. And we want to try and kill minions, because when we kill minions with fire, it refreshes our hero power, which allows us to reduce our minions, our high cost minions, more. So you won't see it here early on as much, because it's hard to keep Dr. Sazavo alive. Obviously we have lethal here, but we're gonna do some. There you see the chess piece, so it fires the cannon in 2 directions, which is gonna come into play once we sometimes you can find a treasure that will reduce the cost of your hero power, but we're just gonna do that here with the commander thing selections, Maiden of the Lake and Mookless Champion and Kodu Rider. So we get everything we need to start inspiring and reducing the cost of the minions in our hand. So the more often we can hit hero power and reduce every card in our hand is going to be the means which we used here at Hearthstone Power to defeat this monster hunt. We got it done early today, so we're going to get it out there early. We need some time for editing and uploading, but as soon as we can get it out there for you, we're going to try and get all 4 monster hunts done this weekend. And I'm still working on getting that canvas right. I'm going to put it on my big screen next time, and I think that'll do the trick to where we'll get the whole screen and it'll look good on whatever you decide to watch us on YouTube or your TV or wherever. So this is the first time I got to play Wargubble in his Murlocs. He does complete the quest, I think, but he never really gets Megafin out. It's a fun deck, Unite the Murlocs, but once every Fin went into Wild, you stopped seeing it in Constructed so much. But yeah, you'll see the effect of Kodu Rider here. He's going to be a great card for us. And he kind of fills the board actually to where we don't, which isn't a problem. We just have a ton of minions, so hopefully we can sneak Mookless Champion out there and start one-upping these Kodus. There's another lowly Inspire guy. He helps. So we just want to always clear the board. Never give them any Murlocs to beef with War Leader or the plus health guy. There he plays Cold Light Seer. Actually get some work done on me, but really we're in very much control of this. So that's the power of picking tactical reinforcements. And then I think this next treasure we're going to go ahead and get another reinforcement guy, which gives us another cannon. So once the cannon fires and you have 2 cannons, then you're reducing by 4 each turn, and you'll start to see where I can't even play cards even though they cost 0. And in the end, I think, you know, once you get up and you have mana but 0 cost cards, I mean, it's not a problem because you still have to use your mana on your hero power. But again, focusing on killing minions with our hero power so we can just continue to reduce these higher cost cards and get, you know, Ragnaros out for free if at all possible. There it is. Grizzled Reinforcement. It's going to be a great card for us. And we're going to pick more of the commander class. So yeah, we're just going to go with anything that helps us hero power, inspire, and reduce some of our more powerful minions. We got to get some of the powerful minions early, so we did pick legendary in the first rewards, but now I think we got a good blend to get through this. So you know, you don't want to wait back with the Abusive Sergeant and just go ahead and control the board. It's always, don't have to rush attack something, you can go ahead and play it too. So here he's going to get Armor Smith out, and there we go. So remember to play your cannons towards the center, because obviously his minions are going to end up moving towards the center as you destroy them. And once you get your cannons pretty much in the center, it's going to be easier for you to hit his minions. If you're going around to his face, it's not the end of the world, but then you're not going to be able to refresh the power as quickly, and then thus reducing your minions even more. So here he hits a good cleave, but so you see there that we fired both our cannons and we're able to reduce Ragnaros and Mookless Champion. So we could have just played one of them, but instead we inspire, or we hero power there, and that's going to help us reduce our minions. He's able to clear Ragnaros, which is, you know, big time, but then you just don't even think about it. Just hit hero power, refresh it, hit it again. So you might even get down to a 0 cost you know, Marin there, but instead we hit Woe Cleaver, which I don't think I ever really use. Rather just drop Mookla, throw some bananas around, clear the board, just to show you how powerful the deck can be when you play it correctly. Once you have 2 cannons and tactical reinforcements, grizzled reinforcements are the ones we aim for. If you see commander, you want to think about picking it, but I felt like I had enough inspire. Those weren't strong enough, so I went for the legends again to get, again, high cost cards to reduce. Leech King, King Mosh, Yasard Rage Unbound, some of the best cards in the game, especially Leech King. Yasard Rage Unbound is definitely in a lot of nutty decks. I mean, Barnes, Yasard Rage Unbound, and Secret Hunter is probably a legend rank deck. So yeah, we're just gonna stick to the course again here. We get to play Gustav the Gut Ripper, so we're gonna slow it down because he's gonna be clearing the lowest cost minion with his hero power. He lowest attack, and he usually fires that off right away. So you're gonna see, you know, any. I guess I could have played some higher cost minions here, but I just veer clear, or higher attack. Sorry, I keep messing that up. So yeah, we're gonna give him. I think I was a bit confused there. I thought it was the highest attack, but then I figured it out. Now we're gonna keep hero power and let him kill his own minions, and And you get a treasure chest for free with Mukla because, I'm sorry, with Marin. Because we know, even with Adult Grizzly hitting it for +1/+1, it's going to be the lowest attack minion. So he's going to kill our treasure chest and help us out with that one. Yeah, so once you have these reinforcements and your cannons firing off, it's in a lot of powerful cards in your hand. It seems to become a lot easier to deal with these bosses. He doesn't exactly play his hero power too well, and I think we got, an easy draw. I don't know if there's a tougher draw here for Cannoneer. I've only played a few monster hunts with it, but they haven't been that tough once you realize that it is all about the cannons. I go ahead and get my cannon outside here, which isn't what I recommend, but it works back to the center pretty quickly. Now we know that once he's played his Savannah High main, that it's gonna hit because it's below Marin and Rag, and then you got a bunch of 2/2s coming out, which is gonna keep hitting. So that card's not great for him. I don't know why he runs it, but it is a great card. I love Savannah High main and Constructed, but not working out great for the monster hunt. Yeah, Maiden of the Lake is going to help us. Once you have a 1 cost hero power, and then you see here, I'm going to hit that, refresh it, and just keep doing it so I can get cheaper minions out for free, practically. And if you're going to use the treasure, the golden monkey, it's going to, re-up their mana cost. So there I had a chance to kill him with Ragnaros, and not really too concerned about losing my Armani Berserker. Definitely have lethal. We're just gonna show you again here how we just keep firing our cannons. It wasn't any way really. I tried to play Justicar to see what it would do, but it stayed. Didn't refresh my hero power, so I think they didn't program for that. Getting a Justicar out there. I wonder what it would have done had they considered it. Maybe deal 2 from the cannons. Cheapen it up. So here we see tactical reinforcements again. So with 2 cannons and reduced hero cost power, we can start to reduce costs in our hands by 4 every time we hero power. So we're using 1 or 2 mana to gain 4 mana. You can see how it gets out of control. So Cannoneer, I feel like, was pretty easy today, or at least the monsters I ran into made it a lot much more simpler for me. So yeah, once you got double tactical reinforcements, I'm feeling like Lowly Squire's good, at least. So here we got the chess piece set up against his Wisp. This guy's pretty funny. This is the first time I ran into him, but Azalina doesn't like it when we kill off all our Wisps, and this one is basically perfect for us. So we want to try and get cards out of our hand that we can't reduce right away. So we're thinking, okay, well, let me get rid of that so I can try and get my reduction over to my Maiden of the Lake. And you can see there that if it fires 2 cannonballs, then it does do well, actually no, it's because we have 2 tactical reinforcements on, sorry. So every time we fire, we reduce 1 card by 4, or 2 cards by 2 each, and the fact that we have Maiden of the Lake out there and we can start to do it, for 1 cost, so we're getting a reduction of 3. So here you could see how it could get out of control. He doesn't even have a minion is the problem, so I can't refresh my hero power too much, but I can clear the chest with everything. So I throw everything at it and get the golden monkey again. Golden kobold. Looks like a monkey. Now he's got his Sword of Justice is gone. He's gonna fill the board, but again, this is probably our ideal matchup. You see we have the chess piece attack, so we're hitting twice, and basically here we can just hero power until until every card in our hand practically costs 0. I mean, there's some chances that you could fill the board with your Kodus, so maybe I could have thrown the Kodu out there before, but I really wanted to get Mukla. You know, Mukla is the one. Once you're able to inspire, what was that, 5 times a turn at least, and reduce, so 5 times 4, that was 20 reduction. I probably brought King Mosh down to 0 just in that one turn. And again, with all these wisps, I'm just making room for my hero power. You can see 1 banana, 2 bananas, 3 bananas, 4 bananas over 5 minions, so that's plus 20 attack, plus 20 health. It's going to do the trick. So you see, I think you're starting to see the combo here with Cannoneer. Do not avoid your cannons. I mean, those are the reasons we're winning. They very much help us. So, I mean, it's obviously how we built the deck, but this is how we're going to get it. We miss our legends and our cannon synergy, so we just go with Berserker, and because Frothing Berserker is a very, very powerful card. I think the AI knows this and goes after it right away. So yeah, I mean, these cards I like. You know, keep cards that you're able to reduce and that work with him having the ability to reduce. This guy's a Barnabas type guy, old Cragtor, playing Jungle Giants Quest Druid. So we're able to get early on. Every time we hero, we just reduce Frothing Berserker to 0 there in 1 turn, and we are able to hit Grove Tender and clear it off. I want to get another cannon out there, but we're just going to go ahead and clear the board. I always like clearing the board, never leave him a target. So he wild growths, and we're going to go ahead and get our second cannon and start reducing everything. Here I don't see a better opportunity for... So you might want to replace that one better. Like I said, always put your cannons to the center, but I don't see a better opportunity to use the extra gunpowder, so I just go ahead and clear it and try and reduce the higher cost minions in hand. So yeah, you don't want to reduce a 1 cost card by 4. Not what we're looking for. Here we get ability to refresh our hero power, so I mean, who knows? We're gonna have a lot of chances here to reduce, but we run out of mana because I played Mukla early on. Decide to keep the lowly guy just to keep inspiring. Yeah, so King Mosh is going to come into play later here. You notice there when he poisons seeds, that puts my cannons all the way to the other side. So we think of a way here to start using them again. We just King Mosh, get rid of Molten. But we're gonna, so we were fire 2, so that's an 8 reduction, and board's full, or else we could have refreshed our hero power and kept going there. So yeah, we just put 9 onto Yasarj in order to refresh our hero power. Once we do it, we can hit it for 1. And that's basically, I'm not going to be able to Doom Pack because I have all the good cards, so I'm just going to try and clear his board again and save my Leech King and refresh hero power, even though it's not that important, but can't reduce anything else. Running out of cards, so I guess some card draw would be good to re-up your reduction along the way. So he's unable to complete the quest, and I think that maybe it takes me another turn here, but I don't, actually not. I think we can clear him off and deal 3 to all enemies and go around for more than enough. That's how you deal with Cragtor from Cannoneer, Darius Crowley. This one we worked through pretty quickly. I don't know if y'all are going to have too much trouble with Cannoneer. I do need to play a couple more just to clear off the quest. I only got it done in 8 quick wins. But yeah, Tuskar Raider, he's going to allow us to fire our cannons more, rush, and when he attacks, he fires the cannons, so that's going to be enough. again, we go with Commander. Garrison Commander is going to help, and then I think we have now 3 Muklas and 4 Kodu Riders, so looking good for the plan. Inspiring. We run up against Grotto, the Bog Warden, which we've seen before in the tracker, and knowing him, I'm not worried. He is not that hard. He does have a cool effect when he starts summoning the slimes or whatever they are, but ultimately it works more against his health totaler than it does ours. So I like that it hits all characters. We you know, he tries to play a Death Rattle-y deck, but I mean, it's just not powerful enough against our 4 reduction, and our Maiden of the Lake is just going to be the card we want. And plus this new guy, this new raider, helps us fire our cannon more, and if we get 2 cannons, then as you saw, it just gets pretty much out of control. So focus on the cannons with the Cannoneer. I don't know if that's pretty self-explanatory with the name of the class there, but again, I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, it's 2 cost and I'd only deal 1 damage, like why would I want this? But it's because of the treasures that you get along the way, so focus on those. I'd like to, maybe you can do it the other way, where they give you some of the other treasures that aren't as focused on firing your cannons. But here we drop Maiden of the Lake and just keep on firing our cannons, and we got reduction down to 2 on Rag. But you think we got him in a good spot here, but he's gonna start, for every minion we play, he's gonna produce more of those slime guys. So once those start whirling around and actually clearing some of our minions, they have a very powerful effect of clearing off our minions. But you know, right now we've got everything, but he's able to rush and kill one of our minions, and then from here I don't have too much attack going at his face, so I have to worry about clearing off what he's got going. Takes me a little while to figure this one out, but I just want to line up my cannon to hit him and these Death Rattle guys as much as possible. You can see how if he did have Rivendare or double the Death Rattle effects, where it would start to definitely kill a lot of my minions. Don't be afraid to keep playing minions since they're gonna die, but right now we've got him down pretty low. Rag's going off, but here's where he gets Rivendare and that bat on the board, to where if I had enough just to face him up, I might be able to just deal with him, but this is where I want to get Mukla out to increase the chances of me not dying to his Death Rattles. But it's gonna happen here. And so I got the low King Mosh down to 0, and I think Rag is gonna pretty much set off a chain of events here. He attacks in, and you just see how that Death Rattle can start defiling and also hitting hero characters. So here we know that we're probably not going to be able to get Rag off because he's so low. I just go ahead and damage all his characters and try and clear him with these little guys that Death Rattle. And then once you see that all those minions are damaged, I'm just going to drop King Mosh, and it's going to keep going off, and you see a bunch of Death Rattles going around quickly, but I got 9 attack to his 8 health, and we got it done. We cleared another monster hunt. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and it helped you out. Let me know if you have any questions by commenting and liking and subscribing. and we'll see you again next time. We're gonna do the remaining classes here tomorrow and hopefully get them up. All right.